Clip of the day.
Now, a couple things post the State of the Union. Very interesting. This was, I don't know if this was, this is not, I think, a mainstream. This might have been the Media Research Center or someone. And they got a hold of Kim Davis, who was, we heard one of the guests. Kim Davis is the crazy religious nut job who wouldn't sign the gay marriage certificate. Have you ever heard her speak?
No, but she was there with that bouffant hairdo, whatever it was she was wearing. It's like, let's do your hair so you look the part. I've heard her speak, yes. I haven't heard her give a speech, so no.
No, but I would say you really don't hear much. You see B-roll, you hear voiceover. You never really hear her speak. She's actually pretty calm and eloquent, and no doubt, as you're hearing this clip, she truly, truly believes. And I'll tell you, you'll see why.
So I was wondering how it felt being out here at the State of the Union tonight.
Well, it's very exciting. I consider it a great honor, and I'm just thrilled to be here.
Good answer. This is not crazy nut job.
So how does it feel representing those who believe that marriage is between a man and a woman and are standing for this belief the way you have?
Well, I'm very honored to stand, for God's word. It's always something that I want to base my life on, and I want to encourage others and be an encouragement to others to do the very same.
What do you think is President Obama's legacy as he's about to give this last State of the Union tonight?
Now listen to this, because this told me that the woman deserves a little more props for her beliefs. I'm not in agreement with her beliefs. You don't have to agree. She can't break the law. There's nothing wrong with that. But she's not a crazy religious, fucked up nut job because of this.
I think he has chipped away at American Christian values piece by piece, and I hope and I pray that he garners some light at the end of this dark tunnel that we've been in.
I love that. She said, I pray for him. She didn't say he's an asshole, a horrible man. No, she said, I pray for him that he sees the light in the darkness.
Yeah. She follows her rules.
So she got convictions, yes. So, and I don't think I can't remember hearing her speak. You always can. Oh, she must have half a brain. And then we had
it drools when she talks.
Then we had the post. Now, if a hagiography, which is. What is the definition again, John, of hagiography?
It's a biography written for the sole purposes of boosting the target of the biography.
So then
complimentary.
Someone who writes a hagiography is a hagiographer.
Well, nobody likes to be called that.
Well, she had on two people. Charlie Rose, had on two people, which is just fantastic. The first one is it was like a cum fest, like bukkake, Obama bukkake. Kathleen Parker from the Washington Post, who is a journalist, I believe, or is this another? Is Kathleen Parker just another op-ed person? I don't know, but she's from the Washington.
Now she mentioned it. I mean, I'd have to look her up, but. Yeah.
From the Washington Post, speaking about Obama.
Of course, he's an intellectual, but I think he also...
I love that. He's an intellectual. Huh?
Has a great deal of a high value of emotional intelligence.
Emotional intelligence.
High value. Hold on a second. Let's get this right this one down.
High
value emotional intelligence.
Off the charts, man.
What does that even mean?
His emotional intelligence is off the chart in value. Very valuable.
Of course, he's an intellectual, but I think he also has a great deal of a high value of emotional intelligence.
Yes.
He's extremely perceptive.
Yes.
And he's watchful. He's interested in the psychology of human motivations. And
he's interested in the psychology of human motivations.
Okay.
I'm playing this just so we can hear the idiocy of the cheerleading squad who are in the mainstream media.
And I know this from conversations with him, but also you can sort of see it in his deliberations. Whether you agree with his policies or not, he's been a very consequential president, and he must feel pretty good about his record if he doesn't feel great about having brought the peace, love, and flowers.
Peace, love, and flowers
to Capitol Hill.
Yeah, but Kathleen, let me interrupt you on that because I think that's too glib. Because I think there's some.
Stop. What's her name again?
Kathleen Parker.
You know, I've heard of her.
She looked pretty official. She looked like she knew.
Back to Charlie.
Peace, love, and flowers.
Interrupt you on that because I think that's too glib. Because I think there's something wrong with our politics, really wrong with our politics.
We go.
And
here he's tying right in.
Peace and love won't do it. And because of the number of people that I talk to, who I interview, who say, our national security is threatened, our economic life is threatened by this inability to deal with these fundamental issues about our future, about entitlements, about so many issues.
Okay, so I think the message is Republicans are making us unsafe. I think the message. Now he brings in John Meacham.
Well, that was confusing.
Yes, there's no heads or tails to any of this. It's just all Obama's great. This is the cheerleading squad. John Meacham, who has written a book which includes an interview he did with the president. So I'm just going to call this guy a semi-hagiographer.
And came and was a terrific defense lawyer. And to some extent, and great, Doris, I think, would agree, great presidents are ones who are in conversation with the culture of their time.
Exactly. In conversation with their time.
And Bill Clinton was, forgive me, Thomas Jefferson was, Franklin Roosevelt was.
I want to raise two big issues about him. That
is there any Republicans ever? Apparently not.
No, of course not.
To me, and John, all of you, how smart is he?
My God.
Are you ready for because he has to be no drama Obama, super intelligent, high intellectual capital intelligence value proposition.
With the culture. Conversation with the culture.
Yeah.
Sense of that is he one of our brightest presidents?
Do you know where this is going?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes,
absolutely. I think so, and I think, and it has the pluses and minuses.
Exactly
of that.
Right. I'm asking from a real standpoint.
A keen, I think it's a keen analytical intelligence. He's a great admirer of 41, and
we skipped the other ones.
In fact, I interviewed him for the book, and he gave me this. He speaks in these wonderful paragraphs anyway, and it was
refreshing, isn't it?
It was brilliant.
You can get a whole page done with
so refreshing. It's so refreshing.
It's refreshing.
He speaks in a whole paragraph.
It was
refreshing, isn't it?
It was brilliant.
You can get a whole page done with it.
Okay, I'm done. I think he. I think there's very little he doesn't understand. I think he understands just about a lot more than certainly than I do.
Well, yeah, no kidding.
He doesn't seem to understand how unemployment works and how retraining works and how small businesses work and how boardrooms work. He doesn't have any understanding of what was important. What are they talking about? Global warming?
Yeah, they're just talking about how great he is. This was just to show the cheerleading squad.
Well, you showed it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Borderline clip of the day.
Oh.
Seriously.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much.
Clip of the day. If you wake up with the blues, trying to fill your day with news, there's one thing you must remember: no agenda in the morning.
For a healthy, balanced news diet, try NoAgendaShow.com.